Let's get into some advanced waterfall tabs this time. And I would definitely call this a slightly advanced one. And if you are keen to see how I put these fun pages together, you know what to do. You keep it locked right here. What's up, everyone? This is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas, and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. This was the last setup I have on here, and this was so fun to put together, such bright colors. And I thought I would go for a more wintry kind of color palette this time, because this was a bright setup for sure, and that was from Live Love Posh entirely. And this set of washi tapes I'm using are all from the washi tape shop. And here I did some peekaboo windows, some waterfall tabs, some Dutch doors, and this is the B6 journal that I'm getting ready for my cousin's wedding that's happening in a few weeks. And this is what we have so far. So this was the first setup, the first video, part one. And I did go through my stamps, my stickers, my washi tape, some of the sub box items also. And this was a different Dutch door I tried before I dived into this. And this was all from the Sheetly lined from Live Love Posh. So both those videos are already on my channel, and I will be having a full playlist of all the videos in the setup, because I know a lot of folks wanted to see the whole set of videos together. So I have my Gyro Cut Pro and the normal Gyro Cut, along with my self-healing cutting mat, and my usual tools, the scissors, the tweezers, the washi cutter, all of that. And if you do not know, that paperclip along with the scissors and the tweezers are all from Journal Say. And my code Priya can earn you 8% off at Journal Say. And for the washi tape shop, Archer and Olive, Live Love Posh, and a few other shops, my code Priya10 can earn you 10% off when you go shopping. And I do earn a small cut at absolutely no cost to you every time you do that. And I really appreciate every single one of you who do that, take that effort, just a few extra minutes or a couple of seconds. And I truly, truly appreciate all your love and support. And I'm going to be doing something I've not done before, because this is going to be a slightly elaborate process. And this was something I had in mind because it looks really busy when you look at it once it's all finished. When you look at it as an entire setup, you would think it's a really busy one. But when you start turning the pages, you see that there is hardly any wasted space. So waterfall tabs can get complicated as this, but I thought I wanted to give it a shot. So there goes the first page. And I thought I will just talk you through this process, and I might come and add some music for you to listen to while the process gets repetitive, because it's the same thing over and over again, right? So I wanted to kind of make sure that there is a bit of a layering and a bit of an overlap. So that's why I thought making sure I have the exact point where I have the previous layer would be helpful. So just trying to move around the washi tape and making sure that I have the correct placement, and I'm just cutting the length as desired because this has a backing, as you can see. So I just put it down, measure it, and then cut it before I take off the actual washi tape from its backing. Because with such delicate, you think it's really delicate, but it's just about retaining the beauty of the tape or making sure that the tape is intact and not going through any casualties or damaging them practically. So I'm just moving them a bit more down. So I really do not know how many pages I could have in this setup. So I thought I will just start from the very first page on the left and then go as it goes. So I did end up having 4 tabs or 4 waterfall pages or waterfall tabs on each side. So that's 8 pages. So this is one idea you could incorporate. You could pick just this plain washi tapes. It need not have all these elements sticking out. So this is again something you could do, because if you have a lot of pages that you need to set up in one go and you do not have much time, pick for the waterfall tabs, 5 or 6 on each side, so that you can have like 10, 12 pages, depending on how many pages you decide to go with. And I'm going with my GyroCut Pro to cut around the elements we have put down. And once I cut the page, you will see how it lines up. And this had been an idea in my mind ever since I saw this tape. And these tapes were entirely gifted to me. So I've been wanting to do this setup for some time now, but I'm glad I finally got around to actually doing it. So I'm going to do the same in the next setup. So this is fairly easy because it's the straight edge, and I'm trying to line it up perfectly so that I can have the placement right, or it's not a big deal, I can just move it around. But I thought this would be the easier way. So I'm just again measuring the length I will need. And you see how much that paper clip is coming in handy. And that was one of the items I had picked from the haul that Journal had gifted me. And this is going to be another whole setup. And once that's all lined up, let's go ahead and trim right at that point. And I'm taking out my paper trimmer, the portable one from Journal. And I did not want to, yeah, I was just not quite happy with how it is sitting. So I'm back to my scissors. Making sure that the alignment of the flowers are as I want and not overlapping against each other. So how does this look? That's one side all done and dusted. At least the waterfall tabs are done. I will still need to go and decorate the pages behind. And also we need a symmetrical number of pages on the right, just so that it gets a more cohesive look. So I'm just counting the number of dots. So that's the advantage of the dot grid, right? So I can make sure it is equally placed even on the right page, so that we'll have the same setup, exactly symmetrical as it is. It need not be entirely symmetrical as is, but I thought, especially with such setups, it's best that I go that route. And these are really pretty. This is the Auric washi set, and this is a 3-roll set. And when I last checked, this is still available, and this just has like a very beautiful gilded set of florals, and the pop of black really makes it very unique. So that's why I thought I will just do it this way, because the beauty needs to just show through and to not get hidden behind all the pages or the other elements. So with this, you have the full visual of the entire gilded beauty that it is, very well illustrated in all the pages. So I thought that was something I wanted to share. So now let's get working on the back pages. So those are the pages that we see when we turn the pages. So I'm using the other two rolls from the Auric Rose washi set. And there are some slightly larger clusters and bigger florals. So I thought that would be a good way to bring in some different sizes and multiple layers. And always take the time to remove the tape carefully. I did not want to remove this beforehand because the tape would go rolling all over the place. So that is our really pretty wider set of elements, and these are all pre-cut, just like the thinner washi tape set, the tapes we just used. And let's also fill that white space in the middle because we will need something to fill that space. So I could have pulled from other washi tapes, but I thought I will just limit myself to use as much as I can from this collection. And you will see how in the inside pages I pull in some other wintry elements. And I'm using the washi cutter from Live Love Posh to press it down so that it sits nice and snug against the spine. And those are really small things, which really, if you take those extra couple of seconds, it does make a big difference when it comes to adding bulk to your journal, especially when it's a book bound system like this. And you see how some bigger elements make the whole thing look a bit different. So that's what I was looking for. And this is really pretty with a good mix of colors also, in those softer colors paired with the pop of black, all gilded, not everywhere, but it does have a splash of gold in them. And yeah, I thought I would just match the shapes we have going on. And sometimes it's easier to go with symmetrical elements, but I think this really makes it fun and challenging, especially when I'm trying to match the shapes. So I think that is pretty good. And yeah, let's just bring in some more of the color. And you see the rest of the space is all journaling elements. And I will also come and add like a proper border for the pages because that way it looks a bit more finished and not as crude as it looks now. And I also thought about coming and doing the corner rounder for the straight pages, but then I thought it will just take away from the beauty of the washi tapes we have. And I have all these washi tapes from the washi tape shop. And I thought this lace washi, which I don't get to use quite often, that's like a mauve, not a mauve, it's like more like a, I think it matches my nail color. I don't know what exactly to call this color, but it's beautiful lace washi. The only problem is getting pictures is not the easiest because it has a glossier finish to it. And again, I'm using the kind of a clear washi set, washi tape, the lace washi one. And I'm layering some of these florals on top. So that way I will not take up more space from the writing area, and still I will have some pop of color. So let's just put it down like so. And it does have a pop of those matte finish stickers with these, because I really want to make sure that I leave as much writing space as possible intact. And I'm going to, yeah, add some, let's just tilt it slightly. Just going off that lace. And I think it does look really pretty against that lace washi. And that's the Baroque lace washi. When I last checked, that was still very much in stock there. And I think I should do more black stickers on the top of the lace washi. So let me go ahead and do the same on the other flat edged page. And I think taking off the paper clip will be a bit more helpful. And you see how the tape just jumps onto the page. That's what happens sometimes, but it's okay. And I'm just going to line just the edge, just like what I did in the earlier page. And let me know if you have done something similar. And I do see Erin at Erin Smith do this technique all the time, and her spreads are just so dreamy and perfect. She's like a proper Bujo person. I'm not entirely there. I don't know if I ever will, but I never say never, because you never know, because this is a very evolving process and I might end up in that area. I don't know. As of now, I don't see myself going that route because it's way too much work, is what I see. Maybe I will someday, I'm not sure. And this is the next set of the setup, and I'm going with elements. Now that I look at it, I think I should have included more black color in the florals, because I'm not sure how well it shows on camera, but the details are just stunning. And with that gilded touch, I'm sorry if I'm sounding repetitive, but I'm really in love with that golden sparkle in the florals. If you like to see such creative setups in your planners or journals, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you turn on the bell notification as well, so that you would not miss out on any of those fun setups coming. And I also have subscriptions that I have opened up recently in my platforms. And it's just like Patreon, but here on YouTube. And you do have a good say in the content and what I do, and you do get a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I normally don't share otherwise. And I'm trying to make sure I have a good community that I'm building around what I do. So if that's something that really speaks to you, then please make sure you check out my membership options. And I do have limited spots that I have opened up, and all that information can be found in the description. you see how I'm matching the shapes I have on the page to the different elements we have on the tape. So that's as simple as that. And I get asked another question quite frequently: what you need to get your journaling setups going, and what should I buy? What should I go with? And would that be something you would be interested in seeing? Because I think I would like to share what I think I've been doing it for a couple of years now, and I know that I need not have everything that I bought or got. So I think this will be a good way of making sure that I share some of that information. Can be quite handy for total beginners or who are trying to get into creative journaling, into all these paper crafting that I try here. So this is, again, I'm just continuing with the process and keeping on going and using up a lot of the stickers that I can. And you see there is like a good mix of smaller and bigger elements on the tape, and the shapes are just perfect. I can just pick elements and then go match them to what I have. And I might have to trim off some of the stems, which is all right. And sometimes it just looks like a stem that is going behind those flowers. That is what I was looking for. And let me know if you have anything in a similar color palette, and what you have decided to, what you had in fact picked up from the Black Friday sales. I did not buy a whole lot. I got a few things, and I did pick up the Squad Girl, the newer one. Luckily it ships to me overseas, and I don't think it will get to me anytime before mid-Jan, if that. And I'm not in a hurry. I'm not paying an arm and a leg to get the OG Squad Girls to me before the end of the year. It's fine. It can wait. I'm in no hurry, because I think my setup for January and December are all pretty much done, and you will be starting to see my journal lineup that will be coming soon. And my planner lineup is already up, and that is again one of the more sought after videos, especially as new planners and journalers join the community. So this is the next set of the page that I believe is pretty done by now. Yeah, the edges are all done. So now we get to the fun part. We start decorating the pages, and I'm taking my Pigma Micron in size 10, and that's the thickest pen I have in the Pigma Micron. I believe there is a size 12, which I do not have. And I'm using my ruler, the bigger ruler that I normally like to use. And I don't like the metal ruler here because the glare is just too much on camera. So I pick a plastic one so that it looks nice and clean. And I'm just going and adding the lines to the pages, which I did. And now let's get into some more decorations, because I thought inside the pages all these elements can be hiding. And if you know me, I love winter, and these scenes are just so pretty. And since this is going to be a wedding that will happen during the winter time, I thought this would be a good way of bringing in some of those wintry elements. So I'm picking the frozen world and the other wintry role. I'll have all the names in the description, so don't worry about getting that right. And I did use it in the earlier pages, but I thought I will just bring in again, now that I got a chance, and these illustrations are so pretty, and I would love to have them hang out in these pages. And I deliberately picked the smaller elements, and I'm just going to throw them in randomly in a few different places so that it will look as if there is like a winter scene going on in the backdrop, but the forefront will have the other florals, and I'm totally okay with it because I'm going to be just journaling about my trip and everything that will happen during that trip. And I will be adding some more smaller elements near the back because I'm hoping to, at least, because I'm yet to start using it, because I thought I will just have the entire setup ready before I start putting my pen, because I wanted to keep it very personal. I might come and share it once it's all said and done, after I have it entirely filled out. And I'm not quite sure I would share the pictures or anything. So if that, then maybe you should check out my membership, because I'm hoping to share some sneaks into our wedding that'll be happening. So that will be, again, like one of the perks for folks. And usually I come and share something or the other if there is something happening on my personal front or on IG. And please make sure that you are subscribed to me there. And it's a lovely community. Just give me a follow there. And I do share spreads even if they don't quite get YouTube videos. So that's also another good place to hang out and getting to know me a bit more. So I think, oh, those gorgeous scenes are just unbelievable. So I was like super thrilled when the washi tape shop reached out and asked if I want to share some of their newer products. So this was before the Black Friday event and all that. So I did have all the elements ready, all the setups ready, and I'm in so much awe of how pretty these look. And if you like to see such creative setups, there are definitely more coming. Please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and you turn on the bell notification so that you can be sure you will not miss out on any of those coming. So I thought I will just share one of these phrases, nothing too big, because I thought the florals should do all the speaking. So I'm just keeping it at that, just a small phrase right in the middle, because anyway we have some black or white spaces, in fact, that I need to fill, and moving that black florals or the petals and some smaller elements in black, that can be done. And I think that was a good finishing touch to the entire spread. So let me know what you think, and I think that will be everything for today. And I hope you really check out these gorgeous illustrations. And just throwing in a last couple of elements here. And as you can see, I'm really taking the excuse to bring in more of those wintry elements, right? Yeah, that's so dreamy and perfect. And I think that's all I have for today. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.